Yo, we do not sleep much around here. Well, you'll notice the M56 is back in the garage. Missed that baby. And this engine is, well, I still have a walking path over here. This place needs thorough cleaning, but there's no point cleaning it mid-project. And this drivetrain, which is going to go into the car, is sitting on the ground, off, away from the my path, and still on the dolly, pretty good. That right there, which came from the car, is sitting on that cubby, and it's sitting on wheels as well. That's how I was able to steer that hunk of metal over there. The engine hoist is out of the way over there, and well, the engine stand still kind of out of work for a while, and that cubby is the one that used to sit in there, so I moved it off to the right. And I was able to, pretty much, if I try harder, I'll be able to create more space. But see, that's what happens when you have a small garage like mine. You try to get creative with space. This is a 20 by 19, or is it a 20 by 20? Can't even remember. It was just a balance of getting a large enough garage, but being in a safe and secure area. And I think I like the area. Plus, I have a backyard if I ever needed to park anything back there. So I'd say this is good for what the project is. We are able to have some progress here. I don't know exactly what I'll tackle tomorrow. I've had, as I said, my buddy expressed interest in trying to help me. It's just that sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm thinking I need to at least move things out of the way so that I can foresee or buy whatever it is I need to buy. So remember I mentioned, which I will come to talk about later, but this right here, see this? This is from the 2006 M45, right? Look at that area right there. One plug in there, right? It's green as well, by the way, but check that out. And in this JDM engine, which is the same as the early model M45s, right around here. So this is the equivalent of what you were seeing there, but then you've got 3 plugs going in. So it's just something to note. Things we'll talk about, but otherwise, for the most part, they're all the same. Number 5, 2-wheel, number 5 RXO. It's interesting. I remember that said ZHR. Interesting. And come here. What does this say? Well, nothing here. And over there it says VH4W. Interesting, huh? These are things we'll look at. Maybe casting numbers will help shed some light as to what's going on here, but yeah, it's always interesting, Serial numbers. Alright, well, let's call that good again. And tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be able to, sometime in the near future, I hope we'll be able to talk about that in a little more depth. Okay, good night.